There's a tablet so thin, it makes your MacBook look like a brick from the Stone Age. We're talking 4.8 millimeters thin, thinner than most smartphones. And that's just one tablet that makes your laptop feel seriously outdated. I have 4 other tablets that don't just compete with laptops, they make you wonder why they still exist. I've put links to all the tablets I'm covering today in the description below with the best deals and discounts I could find, so check them out if you see something you like. Let's start with the one that's going to mess with your head the most, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra. This thing has a 14.6-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display running 2960 by 1848 resolution at 120 Hz. That's bigger than most laptop screens and significantly sharper than the average 1080p laptop display you're probably staring at right now. The MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus is built on a 3nm process with 12GB of LPDDR5X RAM standard. Your mid-range laptop probably has 8GB of slower DDR4. Storage starts at 256GB and goes up to 1TB of UFS 4.0, faster than the SATA SSD in most laptops under $1,500. But here's where it gets interesting. DeX mode turns this into a legitimate desktop environment. We're talking resizable windows, a taskbar, proper file management, external monitor support up to 4K resolution. You can run up to 5 applications simultaneously with minimize, maximize, and close functions just like Windows. The workspace management lets you create multiple desktops for different projects. One for work, one for creative stuff, one for entertainment. Samsung made one controversial change this year. You can't run DeX directly on the tablet screen anymore. You need an external monitor to get the full desktop experience. It's frustrating, but when you do connect to a 4K monitor, the experience rivals any Windows laptop. You get full Bluetooth keyboard and mouse support, desktop-style file explorer, and split-screen templates that automatically organize your workflow. The quad speakers deliver Dolby Atmos audio that makes most laptop speakers sound like they're coming from a tin can. The S Pen comes in the box with 4096 pressure levels, and that AMOLED screen hits 2000 nits peak brightness with IP68 water resistance, enough to use this outdoors and not worry about spilling your mocktail all over it. True story. You get 9+ hours of battery life with 45-watt fast charging, but if we're talking about pure engineering pornography, the Honor MagicPad 4 is in a different universe. This thing is 4.8 millimeters thick, 450 grams total weight. To put that in perspective, most smartphones are thicker than this tablet. It's built with aerospace-grade fiber materials that feel premium while keeping the weight impossibly low. The 12.3-inch OLED display runs at 165 Hz, the fastest refresh rate on any tablet, period. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 with up to 16GB of LPDDR5X RAM handles everything you throw at it, and that OLED panel hits 2400 nits peak brightness with 5280 Hz PWM dimming that's TUV certified for eye comfort. You can actually use this thing outdoors, something most tablets fail at completely. The impressive part is the 8 speakers setup. 8 individual drivers with Honor spatial audio and IMAX enhancement. The audio experience is better than most desktop setups I've used, let alone laptop speakers that sound like they're underwater. Honor's PC mode gives you a full desktop interface without needing an external monitor. One-tap switching through Control Center, or it automatically activates when you connect the keyboard. You get resizable windows, desktop file management, AI meeting transcription, AI writing assistance that actually works. Basically, you get the whole laptop experience in something thinner than a magazine. The Magic Pencil 4S connects magnetically and charges wirelessly with palm rejection that's better than Apple Pencil. The Smart Touch keyboard has a responsive trackpad, though it's expensive as a separate purchase. Storage options are 256GB or 512GB of UFS 4.0, and the 10,100 mAh battery runs for 12+ hours with 66-watt fast charging. But I hear you, you want something different. Here's one that I never thought I'd recommend. Before I talk about it though, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you hit like and don't forget to subscribe. The Huawei MatePad 12X has what they call paper matte display technology. It's exactly what it sounds like. The 12-inch IPS LCD LCD has an anti-glare coating that makes writing feel like actual paper, not slippery glass. This isn't just marketing fluff. The matte finish eliminates 99% of reflections, so you can work under direct sunlight without squinting like you're trying to decipher ancient hieroglyphics. The trade-off is you lose some color vibrancy, but for note-taking and reading, it's genuinely game-changing. The Kirin T92B processor with up to 12 GB of LPDDR5 RAM isn't going to win any benchmark wars against the Snapdragon monsters, but it's perfectly capable for productivity work. At 5.9mm thick and 555 grams, it's still incredibly portable while feeling more substantial than the Honor. The Huawei M Pencil Pro is where this thing shines. The combination of the matte screen texture and pencil responsiveness creates the most paper-like writing experience of any tablet. Digital note-taking finally feels natural instead of like you're scratching on glass. 66 watts fast charging and the 10,100 mAh battery deliver 12 plus hours of actual work time. The catch? HarmonyOS 4.3 instead of the Google ecosystem. No Google Play Store, which limits app selection significantly. If you're heavily invested in Google services like Gmail, Google Drive, and Chrome, I would advise against buying this tablet. But if you're primarily using this for creative work, note-taking, or reading, that ecosystem issue becomes almost irrelevant. But what if I want all the accessories included without the ecosystem compromises, I hear you ask. I've got just the thing for you. The Lenovo Yoga Tab Plus includes the keyboard and stylus in the box. Not sold separately, not as expensive add-ons, in the box. This is the only tablet on this list that gives you everything you need to replace a laptop without nickel and diming you with accessories that cost $200 to $300 extra. The Lenovo Tab Pen Pro comes included with standard pressure support that handles note-taking and basic creative work. The Lenovo Yoga Tab Plus keyboard pack has proper key travel that feels better than most laptop keyboards, plus a responsive trackpad with multi-finger gesture support. The 12.7-inch LTPS LCD runs 2944 by 1840 at 144 Hz, powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 with 16 GB of LPDDR5X RAM standard. That's more RAM than most $1,500 laptops ship with, and the 144 Hz refresh rate makes scrolling smoother than displays costing twice as much. Storage is 256 GB or 512 GB of UFS 4.0, and you get Harman Kardon audio that actually sounds good. The built-in kickstand is genuinely useful. It's sturdy enough for typing and adjusts to multiple angles without feeling flimsy like most tablet stands. The 45-watt rapid charging gets you back to work faster than most laptops, and the 11+ hours of standby time means you're not constantly hunting for outlets. The downside? Higher screen reflectivity than the others, and only 2 years of OS updates compared to 3+ years for the competition. But if you want everything included without nickel and diming, this is your answer. The next one is the Microsoft Surface Pro 12-inch, and this is where we stop messing around with mobile operating systems. Full Windows 11 Pro. Not a mobile version, not some neutered tablet mode. The complete desktop OS that runs every program your laptop can. The Snapdragon X Plus processor has a 45 TOPS neural processing unit for Copilot Plus features that actually work, not just marketing gimmicks. Paired with 16 GB or 24 GB of LPDDR5X RAM, this handles virtual machines, full Adobe Creative Suite, and desktop-class multitasking that would choke most tablets. The 12-inch PixelSense Flow display runs 2196 by 1464 at 120 Hz. And here's something unique. It has a micro SD card slot for expandable storage. 16 hours of battery life. That's longer than any MacBook. And it runs cool and quiet while delivering that battery life thanks to ARM architecture efficiency. The build quality makes everything else feel like a toy in comparison, thanks to that magnesium frame. And you get multiple USB-C ports and Thunderbolt 4 connectivity on some models. The only catch is that you're paying extra for the Surface Pro keyboard and Surface Slim Pen, which can add $300 plus to the total cost. And Windows 11 complexity might be overkill if you just want a simple tablet experience. But here's the reality. This is the only tablet that runs full desktop applications without compromise. Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Visual Studio, AutoCAD, everything your laptop runs, this runs, often better. Now, I can already hear you saying, I'll just get an iPad Pro and call it a day, thinking it would replace your laptop. Don't do it. Just watch this next video where I show you 5 tablets that destroy the iPad Pro for less money.